3, 2, 1, go. So this is Tanks 100. This is what we play is best known for. Lots of stuff going on in this run. Starting off at the beginning, pretty much this is a toy tanks game. Essentially our goal is to clear out all of the enemy tanks with our own weapons at our disposal. We have the brown tanks at the beginning. Each tank grade is different based on the colour of each tank, and they all have different abilities and stuff, but they pretty much do the exact same thing. Move forward, try and kill you. Don't try and kill each other because friendly fire is on. And yeah, that's pretty much how the game works. So we have brown tanks. They actually don't move. There are 2 tank grades that don't move. So brown tank's the first one. And then we have grey tanks, which they will move, and they are defensive as well, so they're difficult for a speedrun point of view. And then we also have teal tanks coming up. So these teal tanks are a little bit of a nightmare because they're the first ones that have rocket bullets. Very nice there. That bullet that already missed was still sort of redirecting the targeting of the AI there. Able to clear out that teal tank. Very nice. So greys and teals are both defensive, so they can be really awkward for a speedrunning. So a lot of top runners of tanks ILs like to just deal with them right at the beginning, just so they're sort of out of the game right at the start. Luckily that one moving towards me there. So you might notice as well, I got a bonus life after clearing mission 5. That will happen throughout the entire run. We are not just using 3 lives for the entire run. We have 22 at our disposal. Nice there. Just defending itself, so I have to throw out another few bullets. But that's fine. So all of these first 20 missions are predetermined. Later on we will see some randomized missions, but they're not randomized in that they will cost us loads of time. It mainly is, it's more of a, you have to adapt to your conditions and your surroundings kind of randomized. There is only one layout where it's like, this could cost us a lot of time, as in like 20-30 seconds. But that's it, and that will not come up very often. So it's not a huge deal in terms of a marathon run. So that's a death there, that's fine. In this run, obviously we don't want deaths. There are runs of some medal runs where deaths actually don't cost too much time because we have to see the death screens anyway. Runs like bronze medals, silver medals, where you're actually not completing all of tanks. Gold medals, you would see the death screens though, as an example. So slightly different dynamics going on there for that. That's a really good 10. 259 is really good. Sub 3, I've not had many of those, even with that death. So we've also seen yellow tanks now. Yellow tanks lay a bunch of mines all the time. They're really very intelligent when it comes to the mine targeting. Luckily, we do not use mines very often at all. So they are actually not that smart. Sorry, yellow tanks, but it's true. We then have red tanks. Red tanks have a bullet limit of 3, but they can fire once every half a second. Oh no, sorry, once every second is their fire rate. So they can be kind of difficult. I just want to take that out there. And then, yeah, very close. Almost dying there, but that is fine. That's the way I like to deal with that, just to speed it up. Blowing up the middle stone walls with the mine, and then you're able to deal with the rest from there, pretty much. So yeah, yellow tanks only having 1 bullet at their disposal. They do get back that bullet once. Nice hit on that mine, very good. They do get back that bullet once it gets destroyed, the same as I do with my bullets, except I have 5 bullets, and yellow tanks just have 2. That was very poorly dealt with. I only actually did 2 decent shots there, but that's fine. We should still be okay here. So because that bullet's really far away, that's not going to come back for a while. That is... Okay, nice. Just like to play a little safer around that green tank there. Yeah, because that bullet didn't come back for ages, I'm pretty much stuck on 4 tanks. Oh, sorry, 4 bullets. We do also have a mine limit of 2. I'm probably not going to hit that very often, or at all, in this run. because, again, I'm not using mines a whole lot. So, purple tanks are now coming up. They are very similar to the reds. They pretty much have our loadout. And they are fairly difficult to deal with. A little bit more difficult than reds. Sometimes they can be defensive, but for the most part, they're going to be in our face. I should play tanks in monochrome mode. Oh, imagine. Maybe that's a good incentive for a marathon or something. I don't know how that would go down. Some of the tanks have very, very slightly different sort of... I imagine it will be very slightly possible to tell which tanks are white tanks, especially when they go invisible. Spoilers for when that happens. But yeah, I guess that will be really difficult. There we go, nice. So, the green tanks, I haven't actually explained their characteristic yet. Basically, they have rocket bullets, but they can ricochet twice. They're the only bullets that can ricochet twice in the entirety of tanks, and they are a massive pain. I like to deal with them right at the beginning of each level, where possible. And then on Mission 17 there, where you have 6 of them, I like to just sort of break it down into one sort of area at a time for that. Now here, purple tank, a little bit annoying. Good thing is there, purple tank actually not defending itself a whole lot. It's only going to defend itself mostly when I am in view. So that teal tank there, not defending itself. Again with the purple tank, not defending itself until I pop out here. That's why I was trying to get the kill from behind the wall. Because I'm not visible, so they're probably not going to fire very often. Because it's just a chance that they're going to die instead, which they don't want, obviously. Now, this is a really long one. Yeah, I'm going to focus a little bit here. There are 8 purple tanks to deal with. This can be... this can take a lot of time, depends on how the purple tanks are feeling. Actually blocking themselves in with a mine, really useful. Means I can just sort of fire away, and then that one saving me a lot of time there. I'm going to focus on Mission 20, because these are white tanks. These will go invisible. Do want to take out that one at the top, and then there's one gone. And that is a 727 tanks. I was thinking that might be a PB. I can't remember if that's a PB or not. It might be. I don't actually remember what my tank's PB is. But either way, I will retime that. There is a little bit more time save in a IL run because of the way loads work in this game. So the loads are a little bit quicker when I start from a start over. And that might have contributed to the fact that I may have PB'd. Even with that death, which cost me about 7 seconds, it is still possible because I'm playing so much more risky. So I'm on 6 lives, which is really good for the beginning. You want to farm as many lives at the start for this, for a no reset. Because we are no doubt going to lose a lot more lives later on than gaining lives. Nice. So, the way the randomized levels work from now on, so every level that is a multiple of 10, so as I mentioned earlier, missions 1 to 20 are predetermined. And then from there, I'm going to play safe here. I'm scared. Yeah, I figured I might die if I went up top there. So missions 1 to 20 are predetermined. Fully. The map layout is predetermined. Everything's predetermined. However... Okay, this is being a really slow layout. That's fine. There we go. Still saved time somehow. Maybe I died or something. So... every multiple of 10 is completely predetermined again, but every multiple of 5 is partially randomized. So we have the same layout every time. So like on this mission, we always have this layout. Nice. So we would always have this layout here, but we wouldn't necessarily have... this teal tank might go back to the right, never mind. Yeah, so we wouldn't necessarily have the same tank grades. The tank grades are randomized. On every other mission, from 21 to 100, they are fully randomized. So here I just want to do an angle that might take out that green tank. Didn't quite take it out. That's fine. I'm just going to do some straight shots here. So the issue with the green tanks is that they can... If they find an angle, they will just keep on firing at you. And they can fire once every second as long as they have the bullets to do so. Now, they don't always fire, or they don't fire very often because the tanks don't want to friendly fire. So that's themselves or other tanks. Now, that probably will happen, I don't know, an average of once every Tanks 100 run that happens. But it really doesn't happen very often. So in the middle there is a little bit sneaky. If one of the stationary tanks spawns in, either the brown tank or the green tank, we can sort of have a bit of a bamboozle because of that layout, or where that placement is on that layout where there's more tanks to deal with. Normally that is the mission 2 layout, so we only have one grey tank to deal with there. That's a bit annoying. Welcome back, CC. You know, I want to take out the purple first. Okay, it's fine. Oh, no. Okay, that's really bad. So, because I sprayed at the top wall, I just ended up with no bullets for a really long time. So, I had to wait until one of them was destroyed. I only have one ricochet, so they did come back eventually, but yeah, a little bit slow, but it's fine. That's okay. So, mission 30, again, as I was mentioning, it's a multiple of 10, so it is completely predetermined. I just like to deal with that green from afar. Sometimes you can deal with that from the bottom as well. You can't cross those holes in the floor as well. It doesn't exactly kill you. It's just sort of a barrier, the same as a wall. It is significant, though, because this is a 2 point... That's annoying. So, I died there because I went into the explosion. Even after the mine went off, it still can kill for a little while. So, okay, we're going to cut through here again. Hopefully there's still tanks up there. Yep, the teal was there too. The white tank was there too. So you can see the white tanks from the tracks in the floor. Again, that green tank being a little bit difficult to deal with. So from now on, I only have splits every 5 missions. Yeah, so the holes in the floor, essentially, because this is a 2.5 dimensional game, when the walls on some of these layouts will be deliberately placed so that we can't see much of the layout. That's another death. Okay, we're starting to tank quite a lot of deaths now. This is not great. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to break through this wall, just so there's less options when the purple tank comes around here. Never mind, didn't need it. Because if I leave that open and the purple tank decides to just run circles around me, then that level could take ages, like a minute plus. But if I break through that wall, then at least it sort of secures that not happening. Okay, that is quite unusual. I don't normally break through that wall because it's just not something I often do. 2 brown tanks here, nice. Yeah, I don't often do that, but obviously because that mine was placed there, I thought, you know what, we'll go for it. And now on this layout, very interesting. This one has randomized tank grades, so we actually only have 1 purple tank, 1 white tank, and 3 brown tanks here, which is really lucky. Obviously, we're going to have to come to them, which is, it can be a little slow, but it's safer. They do not fire very often. They fire pretty randomly. They won't always fire at you. And again, another 2 brown tanks here. So we do want to see them for the sake of safety. But I really would like to be on a few more lives than this. We did have a really good first 20 missions, though. So we are fine for now. But I would like to be safe. Although I am on PB pace, so I'm trying to risk it a little bit. So this is kind of why there is a little bit of a generous estimate for this for a marathon. Just because... Oh, and again, too many bullets to deal with. Just because of the fact that if I start to fall low on lives, then I will end up playing a lot safer. So it's nice to have that cushion. I might end up improving the estimate to like 105 at some point. But for now, I'm not at that level. So here, because there's only a brown tank and a grey tank to deal with, I might as well just break through the wall. There's not a whole lot going on there, although I almost died. Never underestimate any tank in this game. You can die to a single bullet. It doesn't matter what tank it is. Any tank can fire a bullet at you. A brown tank can. Yellow tank can. And as we're going to see later on, there is one more tank grade, which is even more of a menace than anything we've already seen. Although greens are a close second. Although sometimes they're situational. Sometimes purples and reds in hordes are harder to deal with. So mission 40. This is predetermined. It is a brawl in the middle between a purple and me. Luckily, very quick first kill there. Really good to get that out of the way. Yeah, this is a really tough layout, especially if you end up... Okay, so the good thing is, that green tank actually got pushed by one of the other tanks. And then it meant that I can just place down a mine and it will auto-detonate with the green tank being there as soon as I move away. So that was really good. But yeah, essentially, if you don't kill that purple tank right at the beginning, you are really stuck. And again, running out of bullets there. Not a great spray because of that miss. I'm getting two purple tanks coming at me at the same time, which is a little bit unlucky. You know what? I'm not going to go through the wall this time because I just want to go around, I think. Nice, taking out that green tank from afar. That's what I want to be doing. Okay, so here, again, this could work if the tank gets pushed. The red did die. We'll take out that green, though. There we go. Nice. And the green, again, getting pushed. That works. And then here, we're going to go this way. Not quite getting the kill. That's fine. Monka green. Yeah, greens can be really, really scary. And this is the sort of point where I'd be expecting to not be getting too many sets of 5 missions where I'm going deathless. Yeah. Well, great timing to explain that. Yeah, because there's so much to deal with. You know what? I'm going to deal with the green at the end. There's not that many angles the green has on me on this layout. Not in that position, anyway. Here it will, because obviously I'm coming towards it. But for the rest of it, there's not actually a whole lot it can do. And apparently that's still not killed it. We're going to do a couple of straight shots. Never mind, didn't need to. Yeah, they can be tough to deal with, but knowing exactly how to deal with them in which location is good too. Kinda wanted to take out that purple there. No, well that was a bit annoying. So I got kind of a bit cornered by the red and the purple there. Yo, Michael speedruns is going. Okay, nice. Tired. Probably would be good to get some sleep. If you mean sleepy tired. But good to have you with us anyway. Yeah, definitely take care of yourself if you're tired. And I'm out of bullets, so I need to just back off there. As long as I'm always moving, then we should be fine against those teals. It's only at the beginning where they could possibly fire in your general direction, so like there, and miss. Nice, thanks yellow, very cool. That was actually quite useful. Yeah, just gonna, yeah, not gonna take any risks there. Or, not no risks, but as little risk as possible. Tired of you. D colon. Trying to fix your sleep schedule. That is good to hear. Just going to take out that red as well. So because I was on the other side of the wall, kinda, the red just decided I can't actually see you. Okay, apparently that kills. So yeah, it just didn't try and defend itself. Otherwise, I would not have got that kill. Nice. Yeah, 4 lives is not good. This will be a very good 50 PB if this works out, but... Or it might not be a massive 50 PB, but it would be a PB. So I'll just do a spray there, see what we get. We hopefully get at least 1 kill from that. Not quite. And another death! I'm just getting so unlucky with these placements, honestly. Like, I'm playing fairly safe. As best I can. So the good thing with this run is I do have 2 backup plans. If I game over. If I game over before 50, then I will do another attempt. If I game over after 50, then I will, or I'll do another attempt until we reach the end of our estimate, at least. And if I game over after 50, then I have runs, like challenge runs, stuff like Tanks 1P2C, which is co-op mode, essentially. We also have Tanks Mines Only as well. Okay, so these are the black tanks. These are the tanks I was talking about that are the highest tank grade. Nice. Very quick there. Let me get my best split times. 5-second PB. 5.4 seconds. So that should, even if this doesn't complete to 100, that should still be going on YouTube. As long as I haven't got a 50 PB anywhere else. In any other runs. So yeah, really happy with that.